yours.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sean, founder of 4M Dental Implant Centers. I know it's tough to live with missing, broken, or loose teeth.
It was very hard for me to go out and smile.
I just can't believe what you did in one day.
I feel alive again.
My only regret is not doing it sooner.
My teeth are my favorite part of my body now.
I want to help you too. Call us now for our very special offer.
Call 844-4M-DENTAL.
Meet the all-new Ashley. Discover new styles in remodeled stores, offering everything you need to create inspired spaces. From our store to your door. The new Ashley. It's the love of home.
Watch Off the Clock today at 2 on KTLA 5.
Good morning. I'm Erin Myers in West Covina. A motorcycle deputy shot in the back while stopped at a red light. Now the search is on for the shooter. All the very latest coming up.
Good morning. I'm Frank Buckley. The Senate voting today on a spending package that would provide aid to Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. It also includes a bill that could result in the ban of TikTok here in the U.S. We'll have the latest developments from Washington.
Good morning, I'm Jessica Holmes. A spacecraft that stopped communicating 5 months ago goes back online. How NASA may have just managed to save its historic Voyager 1, flying billions of miles from Earth.
Good morning, I'm Sam Rubin. Brand new here at 10 o'clock. Channing Tatum, there he is, has retitled the controversial new movie. We'll have a very first look. And appropriate for this Passover, My Unorthodox Life. One of the stars of that series has a new life. She'll be here to talk about it coming up.
All right, lots of fun outside, but it was overcast, and it just really remains overcast throughout most of Southern California. Even when you get inland, you have to go quite a bit of a distance to get those clearing skies. Not going to happen too quickly at the beaches, and temperatures well below normal. 62 coastal, downtown only 66, should be at about 72, 73. San Fernando Valley should be even warmer, and we're only reaching 67. 66 Orange County inland, 71 degrees in the high desert. They're going to have a lot of sunshine. Jessica, back to you.
Mark, thank you. Developing news this morning, the search continues for the suspect who shot an LA County Sheriff's deputy in the back. It happened as the deputy was on his motorcycle waiting at a traffic light. He's going to be okay. KTLA's Erin Myers live in West Covina with the latest on the investigation. Erin, good morning.
Good morning, Jess. We're told that that deputy has been with the department for nearly 20 years. And as you said, he is expected to be all right. He had his bulletproof vest on at the time when he was shot. Now, they are still looking for the person responsible. The shooting happened at the intersection you can see here behind me. And we'll go ahead and get into some video from the scene yesterday afternoon after this all unfolded. 43-year-old Deputy Samuel Espuro was shot while stopped at that red light. He was in his full uniform and on a sheriff department's motorcycle. It happened around 2:45 yesterday afternoon at the intersection of Barranca and Garvey Avenue. He was able to radio for help and give information about a vehicle that may have been involved. This after he was shot once in the back.
Because right now there is somebody out there armed with a firearm who shot one of our deputies in the back. And if he's willing to do that, I'm sure he's willing to shoot at anybody else. And we collectively, all of us, need to get him off the streets.
Sky 5 was overhead as Deputy Espuro was rushed to the hospital. He is in stable condition. Fortunately, the bullet did not penetrate his bulletproof vest. It's unclear what led up to the shooting, but there was initially a vehicle of interest, a white van that led to a home in La Puente. Multiple people were taken into custody but released. Currently, they are looking for a four-door white sedan with tinted windows, which was headed westbound on the 10 freeway. Deputy Espuro is with the department's Century Station and was in the West Covina area for department training. He is a husband and father of 2 young children, just 2 and 4 years old, and once again has been with the department for nearly 20 years. Now back here live, we just checked in with the Sheriff's Department, and they tell us at this hour they do not have any updates, but they are encouraging anyone with any information to come forward. Reporting live here in West Covina, I'm Erin Myers. I'll send it back to you both in Hollywood.
Erin, thank you. New this morning, budget cuts coming to L.A. City Hall. Mayor Karen Bass has proposed a $12.8 billion budget. for the next fiscal year. That's about $300 million less than the current budget. The mayor's proposing $950 million to fund homeless programs, down from nearly $1.3 billion spent last year. Just under $2 billion will go to the LAPD. That's an increase of about $145 million. It includes funding for full police academy classes in hopes of having nearly 9,100 sworn officers. Part of the budget will prioritize funding for basic city services like filling potholes and repairing sidewalks. The city council will make revisions before sending it back to the mayor for signature. The new budget takes effect on July 1st.
Today, the U.S. Senate is expected to vote on a massive foreign aid bill that includes military help for Israel and Ukraine. It could also result in a ban on TikTok here in the U.S. KTLA's Trevor Shirley live in Washington now with the latest. Trevor, good morning.
Hey there, Jess. Good morning to you as well. This whole legislative package has been months in the making, but at this point, there's still no guarantee it's going to pass the Senate in its current form. This whole package contains billions of dollars worth of foreign military aid for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. That legislation passed the House this past weekend with support from both Democrats and Republicans. However, there's still strong opposition from many Republicans over the Ukraine money. Since last fall, the White House has been trying to pass more aid for Ukraine, and it looks like that effort has almost paid off. Security experts say this funding is crucial for Ukraine to keep the fight going against Russia. Also included in this legislation, a proposal to force TikTok's Chinese owners to sell the social media app to a non-Chinese company or face a ban here in the U.S. Some lawmakers say TikTok is being used by the Chinese Communist Party to scoop up Americans' private data. That's something TikTok's parent company ByteDance denies. All of this, the foreign aid and the TikTok bill, could be changed as it works its way through the Senate, nearly every part facing some kind of opposition.
I ask my colleagues to join together to pass the supplemental today as expeditiously as possible. Send our friends abroad the aid they have long been waiting for. Let us not delay this.
Failure to help Ukraine stand against Russian aggression now means inviting escalation against our closest treaty allies and trading partners. It means greater risk that American forces would become involved in conflict.
President Joe Biden says he'll sign this legislation into law if it passes the Senate. We're expecting an initial procedural vote at some point this afternoon. It's unclear at this point, though, when that final vote would actually happen. That's the latest here in Washington. We'll send it back to you guys in L.A.
Trevor, thank you for that. Happening today, the U.S. Supreme Court will hear a case involving Starbucks workers who were fired for trying to form a union. It happened in 2022. Starbucks fired 7 employees who were leading a unionization effort in Memphis, Tennessee. Starbucks argued the employees had violated company policy by reopening the store after closing time and inviting a TV news crew to come inside. The National Labor Relations Board got a court order forcing the company to rehire them. Lawyers for Starbucks want the Supreme Court to curb the government's power to take such actions. A decision is expected in late June. It has been months of silence from space.
But NASA is now hearing from the Voyager 1 spacecraft again. The 46-year-old probe is the most distant human-made object in the universe. It is now about 15 billion miles from Earth. In November, a glitch in its onboard computer disrupted communication with the mission team. After months of work, engineers were able to remotely fix the spacecraft's ancient computer. NASA says the craft is once again returning usable data. Voyager 1 and its twin, Voyager 2, have operated longer and traveled farther than any other spacecraft ever.
So cool.
Yeah.
It's amazing how they worked at it, and they got it back online.
Yeah, they now we can start hearing from you.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes my mind is in outer space, too, just about as far as that spaceship. All right, here we go. Let's try it again. 7 minutes after 10 o'clock. And still overcast all the way across. And our temperatures definitely much cooler than they should be for this time of the year. Right now, we're at 59 degrees downtown. That's 1 degree cooler than yesterday at this time. Downtown, too, the winds are picking up a little bit. They're west at 12 miles per hour. But it's the moment you get inland just a little bit further that all of a sudden you'll get those windy conditions this afternoon. Some of the gusts anywhere from 40, even possibly out in the desert up to 50 miles an hour. Yesterday, 68. Average for this time of the year is 73 degrees, 1910, 99 degrees. That was the record high. We do have a couple of lows which are passing through, cutoff lows, upper level lows. They're not really affecting us as far as bringing rain sort of in as far as the system goes.